Let's turn this off then. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mrs. Brown. I am the interim vice principal of the STEM Academy from good old Trenton Central High School. Thank you all for joining me. This is a short presentation that I am creating with Mr. Parker as the producer. All right, we are presenting Zoom and the Promethium board. Some people have interactive whiteboards, but at the high school we have Promethium board. As you notice, I have my microphone, lapel microphone attached to my shirt. If you use the second knob in your classrooms, that is for the lapel microphone, to turn it up or to turn it down. Use the regular microphone, that's the first knob to turn it up or down. Please make sure that you put these lapel ones in the charger. You have to charge them, all right, so that you can actually use them. You do not have to use the microphone unless you want to. Okay, so let's turn the board on. Here we go. Board is on. Usually everybody sees the date and the time. The first thing we need you all to do is to create your own accounts. If you see owner up here on the screen and you're downloading stuff to owner, please don't do that, because if we create a password and that owner is for someone else, then you will not have access to it. So what we want you to do is we want you to create your own username and password on the Promethium board. These are called panels. So on the panel, when you go to owner, you're going to click the gear shift. When you click the gear shift and you slide down, it says add user. Guess what? You're the new user. So you're going to hit OK and set up now. What is happening? Give it some time. Okay? Look at that. New user is up here. Once you have new user, what you want to do is you want to change it to new user. You don't want to be new user. Is anybody's name new user? No. You want to put your name. So you're going to click new user and add your name. I am Mrs. D. Brown. Mrs. D. Brown. Once you type your name in, you hit OK. Bam. There I am, Mrs. D. Brown. Here we go. And I'm up there. It says Mrs. D. Brown. The colors change for different users. They decided to give me this orangey goldish thing right now. All right, so once I click Mrs. D. Brown, now you need to create a password or a PIN number. So I'm going to hit the little lock. Once you hit the little lock, you're going to go into where it says screen lock. When you hit screen lock, you're going to create a PIN. PIN. You're going to type the PIN in, but make sure you don't give that PIN out and make sure you remember it. All right, let's make one up. You didn't see that, did you? All right, let's do it again. All right, it says confirm your PIN. So now let's go out here and see if it worked out. I'm leaving for today, so I don't want everybody to get on my board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my name, Mrs. Brown. Mrs. D. Brown, sign out. Bye-bye, I'm going for today. When I turn the panel on and off, I will see this again. Guess what? When I hit my name, look at that, everybody. I ain't got to enter a PIN number. Don't look. Check mark. I'm in there. Guess what? Now I can put stuff on my panel, and that's what we want everybody to do, okay? Please create your username and PIN password for your panel. All right, here we go. So what are we going to do first? We are going to add some apps to my name under the panel. Here we go. So I'm going to go, you can either scroll this way or you can hit the dots. 1, 2, 3, third dot, till you see the Play Store. When you see the Play Store, you want to hit Play Store. We're going to add Zoom and Google Meet. But you have to sign in. Once you sign in, you don't have to keep signing in because it's under your name. You don't have to sign out of the Google Play Store. All right? That's why it's important to sign out every day. Here we go. So I'm going to sign in using a school account. And that's it. Uh-oh, spelled it wrong. Oh, I forgot. See, we'll let you know, that's not a school account. Good. All right. Okay, so after you sign in using your school email and password, you hit agree. All right. It's the Google Play Store, just like on your phones where you add apps. Look at this. Now when some pictures pop up, yes, we are in there. So what are we going to do? We're going to put in what first? Zoom. What? Spelled it wrong, but they knew what I was talking about. Zoom Cloud Meetings.
I got to find the extension cord. Keep going.
Okay. Zoom Cloud Meetings, we're going to install. Check my office. All right. Next to Sazaya. The extension cord. All right. All right, there is Zoom. Okay, so now let's go out and put something else in there. Go to the Play Store. I don't want to put Zoom in right now. So what I want to do is I want to X out of here. So I just hit the X button. X out of there. I want to go back to the Play Store. Back to the Play Store and put some more stuff in there. All right, do a little at a time so it doesn't, make it take time. Take your time. All right, so we're going to do Meet. Google Meet. Some people are using Google Meet. Here we go. All right, now you just hit the back button to add some more things, okay? The back button, you add more things, more apps. Here we go. I want to put in the Jamboard. I want to install it. All right, I'm going to check and make sure that Meet was installed. I got a little excited. I don't remember if I hit install. We're going to check when it's all done. Here we go. Here we go. This is exciting, exciting, exciting stuff. All right, so let's go back and see what's here now. When I go back, and I hit the third one. Yep, I got Meet, Jamboard, Zoom. All right. Somebody said there was a graphing calculator on there. I didn't practice. I didn't look for it yet. But let's see. Graphing calculator apps. Here they are. Web and EMU. All right. That's the one I have on my phone. Web and EMU. It's installing. Here we go. All right. So now, if I want to use these apps in class, I just go to my locker. I go to here where I put the apps. I type it in, this one. I hit the Web and EMU. You hit allow. And you start using it. All right, but some apps may need you to practice. You may need some practice with them, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to use Zoom. That's what we want to do today. All right? Hopefully we don't get cut off because of the extension cord. Here we go. All right. So here is Zoom. What we're going to do is we're going to join a meeting. So either you can sign in or you can just join a meeting. But some of you don't have a lot of time to go, okay, let me put the meeting up here, let me do this over there. So what you're going to do is, it's easier to just put in the meeting code. All right? So here's the meeting ID. I'm going to find my meeting code.
No?
Find my meeting code. Here we go. Here we go. All right, my meeting ID is 848-2. 2055 6053. I'm joining the meeting that's already up on my laptop. Join. All right, now I need the passcode. The passcode here, 775. I just created this, so it's okay. All right, so I'm joining the meeting. Now, usually they say you have to turn the audio off on one of these. So if the panel is in Zoom and I'm in Zoom on the laptop, you have to make sure you mute the audio on one of them. All right, so and look at that. They let me, I'm in the waiting room. I gotta let myself in. So I'm gonna let in the panel and Mr. Parker into my meeting. All right, and if you look at that, Mr. Parker and the panel are in the meeting. Can you see it? All right, just so you guys can see. Now, mind you, I don't have to be rolling around, but if I want them to be seen and I want them to see the panel, that's what I want to do. All right, so there's 3 things we want to show you. How to show the chat, how to split the screen, and how to share. 3 S's. Show the chat, split the screen, and share. SSS. Okay, here we go. So, first thing we're going to do is, we're in Zoom. We want to go to participants. Here are the students that are in Zoom. All right? Here we go. All right? Let's see. I muted myself, so I'm going to unmute. I've unmuted myself. I don't hear any background noise or anything because I did not join with the computer audio, so I don't hear background noises. All right? So I'm going to close this out. Those are the participants. So now, when I touch the screen, I get this little thing here, these 3 dots that says more. When you click more, look at that. Oops, do it again. When I click more, I can go to the chat. And I can actually see the chat. Now the chat is super big. I don't need to see all of that for the chat. So I hit the little icons down here on the right. Alright, my Google Play is still up. I'm going to X out of the Google Play. There we go. So just hit the X to X out of what you were in the last time. So here's the chat on this side of the screen. Now, what I want to do is, I want the whiteboard to be on this side of the screen. So I go to the whiteboard. Whiteboard is right here underneath home. I click allow. So when I do that, I want the whiteboard to be on the left-hand side of the screen. So I hit the box that has the little white box on the left-hand side. When I do that, then I'll see my chat on this side. Okay? Now, everybody at home still doesn't see what I'm doing. So what I want to do is I want to X out of here, and I want to share the whole screen first. So I want to make this bigger by the arrows that are going into each other. 2 arrows. 2 arrows going into each other to make it bigger. I'm going to close out the chat because that's not what I want to see. All right, this is me. This is what everybody sees. Okay? So what I want to do is, I'm going to touch the screen again. There we go. All right, when I touch this little box here, you see that? I can see more things happening. All right? Touch the screen, I can see the share button. I want to hit share. Only the host can share. Because I didn't give myself permission. Make sure you give yourself permission to share. All right, try it again. All right. It's all practice, everybody. You'll get through it. You're going to hit share and screen. When I hit share screen, start now. Capture everything that's displayed on my screen. Start by, and then you want to allow this to display over other apps. So you want to click that on. Once I do that, I'm going to go to the back button. Don't worry, this happened before. All right? Everybody can see my screen. Look. Everybody can see Nobody's falling. No cords attached. All right, so here we go. What do I do to get it back? Because I can't see it. You can always go back into your Zoom, and there it is again. Because I did that before. Practice. All right? So here we go. I don't want this whole screen to be here. All right? So what I want to do is, I want to split the screen, so I want to put this on the right-hand side. The right-hand side will have all this stuff. What I want to do is, I want the chat to be on this side, like I did before. And on this side, I want to use the whiteboard. So the whiteboard, I'm going to click whiteboard, which is the blue icon with the little whiteboard. It says whiteboard. Once I click whiteboard, there's the whiteboard. I'm going to type into it. Hi, class. Once I type hi, class, I don't know what happened to my chat. I wanted it to stay up on the screen so if they respond while I'm in the back of the room, I can see the chat going up. So I'm going to go, I want the whiteboard to be on the left-hand side. So I click the box that has the little white box on the left-hand side. There's my chat again. Bam. Very nice. Come on, put something in the chat, Mr. Parker. Can you guys answer the question, what is 2 plus 5? Or tell me your thoughts on the depression. Tell me your thoughts about what we talked about in class. Write down 2 things you learned today. All right? Let's put that in the chat. What did you learn about Promethium? You go to the chat and you just type it in. Oh, look at this. All right. You signed in as me on there too? All right. So it looks like one person said they learned a lot. This person said, I love this. What do you say over there, Johnny? The roomers and the Zoomers are all responding at the same time. Bam. All right, so anything else I missed, Mr. Parker? Anything you want to add?
Oh, good job.
All right, here we go. So if you want to get out of here we go, everybody. I don't want to see the chat anymore. I can close it out. All right, I can also stop sharing. All right, now they can't see what I'm sharing on the screen because I'm ready to go home. Everybody, class is over. Thank you for coming. Make sure you leave the Zoom, leave the meeting. All right, you can hit the X. Hit the X to cancel that out. Hit the X to cancel out the whiteboard. And now I'm going to sign out. The last thing you do before you leave this room, you sign out before you go home. Go to your name, hit sign out. Bam, you're done. Turn the board off. Any questions? Ask Mr. Parker. All right, or Mrs. Brown. D.E. Brown. Remember, Mrs. D. Brown, because there's 2 of us in the building. Love you all. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.